The Wingman system is an easy idea to introduce, but a hard one to excel at. The best teacher here is repetition until it becomes second nature. Being a Wingman involves battlefield knowledge, battle mech recognition, and situational awareness. Battlefield knowledge involves the understanding of game mechanics and map layout. Battle mech recognition is the capability of identifying a friendly or opposition mech and then making educated guesses as to their weak points. Situational awareness is all about keeping a peripheral vision on location of friendlies and opposition while still engaging in combat. Being a Wingman is the most basic of teamwork and helps us set our foundation with Lance, 8-man, and company-sized coordination. Think of teamwork as a force multiplier. A team moving in one direction, even a bad one, will achieve more than multiple people moving in multiple directions. So now let's look at some ways that a striker mech can work as a wingman to a larger, slower battle mech. This is footage of a pug match. I am in a striker mech and I choose to team up with this friendly Atlas DDC. This Atlas DDC is a pug and there is no communication going on between this mech and myself. All of it is me reacting to him by using situational awareness and paying attention to what he does. Now as we move about, you'll see us set up in a formation where I will be to the right and behind of the friendly. That is because using battle mech recognition, I understand that one of his critical hard points is in his right torso and one of my critical hard points is in my right torso. So by setting up behind him, we both have full firing arcs to the right, and by setting up to the right of him, we can both shoot forward with no problems. In addition, I will set up on the right side because with my critical weapons being in the right torso, it is more simple for me to torso twist and protect my vital locations from an opposition mech in front of us. Now you'll see here after I set up, I'm constantly looking over to the right. I'm trying to watch the flanks and the blind spots of this bigger mech. That Atlas I see is concentrated on the ridge, so I'll constantly look out for lighter, quicker mechs who like to sneak up behind and assault and shoot them in the back. Now once the Atlas does find a target, I will shoot at that target. I'm always keeping a respectful and healthy distance away from the Atlas to not block any of his lines of fire or his movement. Try to stay at least 50 meters away from friendlies. I try to stay between 50 and 200 considering my weapon range. At least my optimal weapon range is about 270. And so once again we have some opposition coming up over the ridge. As the Atlas fires, I fire. The Atlas starts moving its position, so I adjust mine. And right now I see the Atlas is going to focus on the crow's nest, so I'll constantly turn to the right and I'll look at the gaps in the dropship, and behind the dropship I will be looking in the blind spots of that Atlas. As the team pushes forward, most of our team will head to the crow's nest, and that was my original intention as well. However, lanes of fire would be closed off. So in a moment here I'll decide that the best way for me to help my friendly Atlas is to take a flank position where my arc of fire is open. So here I am adjusting my position to the right. I'm looking for opposition, and here I find an enemy striker. Now I'm still conscious that my friendly Atlas is to my left, so if this Centurion took off right now, I would not pursue him. I'm in a defensive posture. The Centurion does choose to engage myself and the two other friendly mechs. In a moment the Centurion will focus on me, so I fade back and pull him towards the friendly and give the Cicada an opportunity to shoot the Centurion in the back. After this Centurion is dealt with, I will resume my defensive posture and look for my friendly Atlas. And there he is right there. I will then reform on him, again to the right and to the rear, and I see he's heading towards his target out front. Again, I'm trying to shoot at what he shoots at. He'll shoot at it, I'll shoot at it, he will shoot at it again and kill it. There we go. Here's another pug match, and I want to get in my striker mech. In this case, I choose to team up with this stalker. Again, I'm going to attempt to have a formation of to the back and to the right. As this stalker heads up the ridge, he will find opposition in front and to the left, and he will face him. I now realize his blind spot is to the right, and so I'll briefly move towards the ridge on the right to protect that blind spot. However, as I look over the battlefield, I then notice this flanking Jenner. I do not want him to get behind my stalker, so I will go out a little ways and I will engage this Jenner. I'll then get a lucky shot on him, leg him, and friendlies will come in and finish him off. Once he's no longer a threat, I'll return to the stalker. I see the stalker, and now I'm surveying all of his blind spots to the right. The stalker is now taking fire, and I see he's going to torso twist and back up. I'm going to go forward in an attempt to engage the target and make myself the prime. However, once I find what was firing at him, it is much too far away for me to engage, so I immediately reverse so that I'm not profiling myself against the sky. I then reacquire my friendly and form up on him. The stalker is moving forward, and so do I. The target he's shooting at is not in optimal range, but it is within range. I will now fire on this target in the hope that he is torso twisting, and will not be firing at the stalker I'm trying to protect. As he's taken down, I then reacquire my friendly. I do a loop to take a look at the surrounding terrain. No opposition up here. The stalker is advancing. I want to stay back and to the right, but I do not want to profile myself on this hill, so I move to the right of the hill, but I still engage the same target. I reacquire my friendly and try to catch up. Now at this point we're ahead in points in this drop. We're also fairly ahead in kills. So over here I see an isolated mech that's already being harassed by 2 or 3 scouts. Deeming it an acceptable risk to the stalker, I'll now move out and engage this target. Now the scouts are doing a real good job, and they could have finished it off without me, but I do get one good shot in. Didn't get the kill, but still. So here I'm requiring my stalker. Luckily he came over here. We're doing a little do-si-do. And now I've come back and reformed on the stalker. Although this video focused on a striker being the wingman to a larger, less mobile mech, keep in mind the wingman system works with any combination of mechs, loadouts, speeds, etc. And this is going to be one video, part of a series, that we attempt to address certain concepts and refine those concepts, and then give a visual representation of the ideas we put forth. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and there will be more coming. So grab a wingman and fight the good fight.